In the shadow of the Colosseum, where the roar of the crowd once echoed through the streets of Rome, lies a tale of power, betrayal, and ambition that shaped the course of history. The Roman Empire was a world of glory and ruin, where emperors rose as gods and fell as men. Today, we venture into the heart of this ancient world to uncover the stories that defined an empire. It all began with a city, a small settlement on the banks of the Tiber River. But Rome was no ordinary city. It was a place where the gods walked among men, where destiny was forged in blood and fire, and where the seeds of greatness were planted. The early Romans were a people of fierce determination, driven by a hunger for power and a desire to leave their mark on the world. Rome's rise to power was not swift or easy. It was a journey marked by struggle, conflict, and the occasional stroke of genius. The Roman Republic, born from the ashes of a tyrannical monarchy, was a beacon of freedom and law. But as the Republic grew, so did the ambitions of its leaders. Men like Julius Caesar, a brilliant military strategist and a master of politics, began to see the potential for greatness beyond the constraints of the Republic. Caesar's meteoric rise to power was nothing short of astonishing. He formed the first triumvirate, a political alliance that gave him the backing he needed to rule. But power, as we all know, is a double-edged sword. Caesar's ambition would eventually lead to his downfall. His assassination on the Ides of March, orchestrated by a group of senators who feared his growing influence, marked the end of the Republic and the beginning of the Roman Empire. Augustus, Caesar's adopted son and heir, would go on to become one of Rome's greatest emperors. He established the Pax Romana, a period of relative peace and prosperity that lasted for over 2 centuries. But Augustus's reign was not without its challenges. He faced opposition from those who longed for the return of the Republic, and he was forced to navigate the treacherous waters of Roman politics with precision and skill. As the years passed, the Roman Empire reached the height of its power. It stretched from Britain in the north to Egypt in the south, and from Spain in the west to Syria in the east. Rome was the center of the world, a city of marble temples, grand aqueducts, and bustling markets. But with great power comes great corruption, and the empire was no exception. One of the most infamous emperors in Roman history was Nero, a man whose name has become synonymous with tyranny and decadence. Nero's reign was marked by extravagance and brutality. He famously fiddled while Rome burned, or so the legend goes. In reality, Nero was a complex figure, driven by a desire for artistic expression and a need for control. His reign ended in chaos, with his own generals turning against him and the empire teetering on the brink of civil war. The fall of Nero marked the beginning of a period of instability for the Roman Empire. The Year of the Four Emperors, as it came to be known, saw 4 different men rise and fall from power in a single year. It was a time of war, betrayal, and upheaval, and it set the stage for the challenges that would come in the centuries ahead. Despite these challenges, the Roman Empire endured for many years. There were moments of greatness, such as the reign of Trajan, who expanded the empire to its greatest extent, and Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king who ruled with wisdom and justice. But there were also times of darkness, when the empire was plagued by corruption, external threats, and internal conflict. One of the most dramatic stories from the Roman Empire is that of Commodus, the son of Marcus Aurelius. Commodus was a man of immense power and even greater arrogance. He saw himself as a living god, and his reign was marked by decadence and tyranny. His downward spiral into madness and tyranny led to his eventual assassination, and it marked the beginning of the end for the Western Roman Empire. The fall of the Western Roman Empire in 476 AD was a slow and painful process. It was the result of a combination of factors, including internal corruption, external pressures, and economic decline. The once mighty empire was overrun by barbarian tribes, and its people were left to pick up the pieces of a shattered civilization. But the legacy of the Roman Empire lives on. It can be seen in the languages we speak, the laws we abide by, and the architecture that surrounds us. The stories of the Roman Empire are a reminder of the power of human ambition and the dangers of unchecked power. They are a testament to the enduring spirit of a people who dared to dream of greatness and left an indelible mark